Are you from the state of Michigan? Or have you heard of the state of Michigan? Here at Michigan and Other Mayhem, two non professional researchers will intrigue you with interesting stories about Michigan, murder mysteries, odd facts, and other mayhem from around the world. Two sisters in law will keep you, sisters in law? Yeah, anyway, will keep you guessing about what our next subject will be as we discuss true crime, paranormal, historical, and scientific topics. Our weekly podcast will keep you entertained and possibly titillated.
Hello.
What up, yo?
Hey.
Okay. So what have you got today?
I have one woman murdered and one woman injured in Charlovoix
Charlevoix.
County.
Oh, I should say that this is Allie. And who are you? Are you just a stranger lady that I called?
Yeah. I'm Jen.
Right? I want to do mine about weird stuff in the United States. It's something I've done before, and we've, as a country, we have enough shit to talk about again.
Right?
Yeah, we've done some things. And then one of them I have is, I don't even think it is the United States. I just thought it was kind of cool. A little end one.
All right. You want to go first?
No, you go first, Murder. I want to hear you.
All right. On March 16th of this year, police were called to a home because someone had heard multiple gunshots.
Wow.
The police found the husband, age 82, with a gunshot to his hand. His wife, age 77, was found with a gunshot to her hand and hip. And the daughter was found in the home deceased by a gunshot. Yep. The 82-year-old actually has early stages of dementia. And he was upset because he was told that he wouldn't be able to drive anymore and they took his car away.
Oh, shit.
And this is what came of it. He's actually currently being held for open murder.
Oh, my God. So did he kill his wife and his daughter or just his daughter?
No, his daughter was the only deceased. His wife lived.
Yeah, she just got shot in the hand, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. See, my dad is bedridden, and I remember, as he was slowly losing his functions, when they told him he couldn't drive anymore, it is like a knife to the heart, dude.
Yeah. I can imagine. I mean, look at us now. We're stuck in a home. I thought it was sad. Like, wow, you're going on trial and you have dementia. It's not like, he
True.
did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought it was sad.
It is sad. That is a sad one. I can tell you things that are less sad.
All right, go for it.
Okay, this one I got from Atlas Obscura. And what happened is, in December of 2016, Michigan State University, they had this issue with freezing temperatures, and it ended up compromising 500 containers of mayonnaise. And the 1,250 gallons of mayo that was meant to be used in the student dining hall, it went bad. Okay, so the students were complaining about the mayonnaise, and the local food banks were like, no, we don't need that mayonnaise. So they decided to use their creativity, and they hatched a plan, and they fed the mayonnaise to an anaerobic digester. And an anaerobic digester, so in an anaerobic digester, that's hard to say, microorganisms eat biodegradable waste, and then they produce this biogas, and then the biogas is combusted into heat and electricity. And the microorganisms love sugar and fat, so the mayonnaise was like a giant hit. And it took 12 volunteers hours to pour 500 buckets of rancid mayonnaise into the dumpster that feeds the digester that then produces energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, but I feel like, it's like next level composting.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what you got to strive for right there.
That's right. Yeah, it probably makes my daughter happy. So in Pana, Illinois, there's a house that had become a cockroach nest. Okay. So bug bombs and pesticides were used throughout the house to no avail. There were German cockroaches in the house, and they were actually starting to spread through the neighborhood. Okay. That's how intense this thing was. And it was starting to cause complaints in the community. So authorities decided that they'd like need to go to that next step. And do you know what the next step is?
Hmm.
Burn that bitch down.
Oh, wow.
Burn that mother down. Okay. So first they created this ring of fire around the house, and they used a trench with burning twigs and branches because cockroaches can't fly, right? So this could contain them as they tried to flee the heat. And then the firefighters started a controlled burn of the home, and they also sprayed like the neighbors' homes with water, trying to keep them safe and everything. And when the fire went out, the firefighters did sift through the rubble, and they didn't find any live cockroaches. And the neighbors haven't had any more issues, so they feel like it's resolved. But they had to burn that house down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got that from boredom therapy. So there's another one that I got here. I didn't write down where I got it from. Oh, well. So in Stark County, Ohio, it's your Ohio peoples,
Mhm.
a 36-year-old woman repeatedly and belligerently dialed 911 for emergency services. And what was her complaint? I hope you didn't do this one already. Is her parents had cut off her cell phone services. Did we already talk
Mm-mm.
about this one? Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so when they explained to her that 911 was an emergency contact number that was meant to be used for like legitimate police matters, Solani Ketrapal insisted that a lack of working cell phone was a police issue, and she demanded that the police come to her house. So they did, and they arrested her for disruption of public services, which is a 4th-degree felony.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, but I don't know if it's the same in Ohio. I don't know if it's like countrywide or if it's just Michigan, but if you have a felony, you can't vote.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this one I got from MLive. So in October of 2019, on a farm in Merrill, Michigan, something from outer space landed. Okay. Nancy and her husband, Don Welke, heard a loud noise outside their house just as they're getting ready to care for their horses. And they look out the window and they see something odd outside. It had like 4 legs and it was attached to an aluminum foil wrapped box, and it had solar panels and cameras, and it had a Samsung cell phone. And on the writing, on the side, it said space selfie. So, yeah, right. The space selfie fell in Michigan. The object was part to be a promotion from Samsung that was supposed to allow users to upload their photo, and a snapshot of Earth would be added to it. And it was launched the day before in Iowa. So
Wow.
Yeah, went up into space via Iowa and came back down in Michigan.
All right.
Yes. So the Thrillers had this list of the worst winters in the U.S., did a state countdown, right? So he went through, and it's just like it's just a funny little list. He went to his friends and his colleagues, and they asked them all about what's the worst winter. And they used different factors that included like weather patterns, average temperature of the season. And then one of the things I thought was funny was success rates of their winter sports teams and which state government keeps the roads safe. So just from those criteria, just know that we're at the bottom. Oh, hi, Apollo.
Right.
That's okay. He obviously had somebody he needed to tell what was up. Okay.
I know, right?
So number 50 was Hawaii. It had the average temperature of 81 degrees. So they have the best winter. Like 47 was Colorado. It's the first cold place on the list because it goes like Hawaii, Arizona, California. But they say like basically Colorado's a winter wonderland. And like 44 is Louisiana. It's warm. They have Mardi Gras. 35 is Utah. It's near Colorado. It has the same, available winter sports. I was like, why so low?
Right.
And I get all the way down. Guess what number Michigan is?
With 7.
One is the worst. We're 2. And the way the person wrote about Michigan, they have to be here because you can't pull up that type of misery unless you've actually lived it. They were talking about it's dreary, it's cloudy, it's gray, it's dark all the time. We have shitty sports teams. And I was like, wow.
All right.
Like
really
that's the passion of someone who has suffered.
Right.
I was like, wow, you must be from here. Number 1 was Minnesota, and they're like, they get up to 17 inches of snow. So
oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So I have this one. This was suggested by Scott. I don't know if you remember it, but it's Little Jenny the elephant. Do you remember that?
Oh, yep. I remember that one.
So I got this from Wikipedia and the freepress.com. So Summit Place Mall opened in 1962 in Pontiac, Michigan, and it was originally called Pontiac Mall. and it was Michigan's first enclosed shopping mall. In July of 1972, a carnival set up in this large parking lot in the mall. And the star of the circus was this matriarch elephant named Jenny. And Jenny was like 60 years old at the time. And she was called Little Jenny. And Little Jenny had worked on a movie in 1954 called Elephant Walk. She was like the star. So a few days before coming to Pontiac, Little Jenny had stopped eating. So she already wasn't feeling good. And then she passed away while her circus was at the mall in Pontiac. And her trainer had taken care of her for 14 years, and he was devastated. And Jenny's body, literally, she dies, and her body is too big to move. And they decided to use a backhoe to dig up the ground by her. And they created a 9-foot deep hole. And then they asked Babe, which is another female elephant, to push Jenny's body into the hole.
Oh, that's sad.
It was the saddest thing. And if you look at the picture, it like the owner or the trainer is like devastated. It is so sad. And so depending on the elephant, they can weigh between 6,000 and 13,000 pounds. And you remember the whale that got blown up?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So they just dug a hole literally right where she had fallen. And then they put her body in with using the help of another elephant. So the circus management had wanted to take away her body, but there's literally no machinery in the area that could pick her up. So it was like literally, it was so somber that all the onlookers were just sobbing at Jenny's gravesite.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And there's rumors that little Jenny's burial site was then made part of the parking lot. And there are other people that believe that she was buried in an area by a nearby billboard that is still grassy. And in 1989, an elephant researcher offered to dig up her bones and then display them at the mall, but nobody took them up on the offer. And Summit Mall closed their corridors in 2009. And then their outlier anchor stores last closed their doors in 2014. So the mall was closed. Yeah. America's first enclosed mall is now closed. And the last one I have is, I don't even think it's the United States, because looking at the pictures, I'd say this guy is in a European country somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a YouTuber named Matthew Stern, and he was known for his photography. So somebody reached out to Matthew, letting him know that they had found a possible time capsule in his family's house. And the box dates to about the year 1900, and it has 2 glass plate negatives inside it. And one of the negatives was a picture of a cat, and the other one was 2 cats and a dog. And I was just like, people have been taking pictures of their pets for like 120 years.
Wow.
Yes. Because if you look at my phone, it is mostly like my pets and then my daughter. And that's just because my pets live with me. You know, my daughter's 18.
Yeah, mine's full of, my pet and like my dinner.
Yeah. Right? The most important things.
I know. I'm always taking pictures of the food I'm eating.
For real. So that's all I've got.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I thought those were cool ones. I actually, for the next one, I have weird laws that are in place. It's a lot of Michigan weird shit too, but as the United States, we've got some weird laws. Like shit must have gone down at some point. They were like, we need to make a law about this.
Right.
All right. So I'll talk to you later, Jen.
All right. Bye.
Happy stay inside.
Right.
Right. Bye.
Contact us at Anchor or Michigan and Other Mayhem at gmail.com or on Facebook to join the conversation, listen to the podcast, or correct us when necessary. Rate and subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcast provider. Bye-bye now.